Yes.
Michigan football. Number 2.
Yeah.
Coach's poll. What do you think? Championship or bust? Give me some of your reactions to that.
I mean, I've said numerous times that this season it absolutely is championship or bust.
At least you're not soft.
Yes.
Okay, you're going all the way here.
Is that... Do I hear something in the background?
Oh, jeez,
Do I hear the most beautiful sound in the world? We're going to be hearing that a lot this year, especially when Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum just go for touchdown after touchdown. J.J. McCarthy to Cornelius Johnson to Colston Loveland.
J.J. McCarthy!
J.J. McCarthy getting
Gus
some.
Johnson.
Yes, J.J. McCarthy, Donovan Edwards. Go! Can we catch him? No! We're going to be hearing that a lot. We're going to be seeing lots of J.J. to Colston Loveland, lots of J.J. rushing touchdowns, lots of J.J. to Cornelius Johnson. But anywho, that's beside the point. I just got a little bricked up hearing the hearing a little hail to the victors.
You got old Wolverine.
You know, JB, I am forever indebted to you for that because it just gave me a lot of positive vibes and positive energy that I'm going to carry with me into the college football season because Michigan absolutely should be ranked number 2 in the coaches poll. It wouldn't even shock me if they were ranked number 1. And here's the reality. Here's it would
shock me if they were ranked 1.
Well, I will try to convince you otherwise because
Okay,
there are a couple of factors I think this year playing heavily into Michigan. This actually being national championship or bust. This actually being different than teams of years past. I think this is the first year going in because most seasons, if you're Michigan football, you have to get through Ohio State to make it to the college football playoff. As Neil Rule often points out, maybe this year, if they're undefeated going into that game, they could still lose to Ohio State and make the college football playoff, but still, it would be better for Michigan to defeat Ohio State. This is the first year, I think, since the times when John Cooper was coaching Ohio State, where you can say that Michigan has the clear and decided advantage in the rivalry. They are going to be going in this year probably into the game as favorites. They weren't favorites last year. Michigan wasn't necessarily expected to go into Columbus and win. They certainly weren't favorites in 2021 coming off of the COVID year where they were a disastrous 2-4, and they still hadn't beaten Michigan since 2011 and before that in 2003. So my point is that Michigan has slayed a lot of those dragons. I mean, last year they went into Columbus and won for the first time since 2000. And if we remember, I know that Ohio State team kind of retrospectively gets a little bit disrespected, but they were considered quite the juggernaut, at least when it comes when it came to quarterback play, when it came to they had Paris Johnson, one of the best left tackles in the country, when it came to that wide receiver core. I know that you think that C.J. Stroud is the antichrist, but you could not be more wrong.
I just think the dude's overrated as hell.
We're gonna get to Colin McCoy in a second. We'll get to Colin McCoy in a second to Lucas.
Well, and also when it comes to Michigan, to go along with the fact that I think they have the clear and present advantage in the rivalry, it also goes to the fact that they have the most returning talent of any team in the country when it comes to talent, returning, and talent in the transfer portal. I think at every single position, and I know this might sound like a hot take, but I don't think it is. At every single position, except for maybe wide receiver, they will have at least one first-team All-Big Ten. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be the first-team All-Big Ten quarterback. I think that Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum could both be first-team All-Big Ten running backs. I think Colston Loveland will be a first-team All-Big Ten tight end. I think Zach Zenner and Trevor Keegan, at least, maybe even Ladarius Henderson and Drake Nugent, will all be vying for first-team All-Big Ten on the offensive line, and they might win another Joe Moore trophy for the 3rd year in a row, by the way.